Hello, hello. My name is Elena.
My name is Sonata. And what are runes? The meaning of runes are widely discussed in various sources, including YouTube. And we were inspired to share how to use in everyday life this power of universal creation, I would say.
Yes, we're very excited. It's a series of videos that we would like to present to you to reveal more in depth, perhaps, as to how you can use the runes in practice in everyday life. Sonata said we see lots of videos, we see lots of information in the books and various internet sources, but what most of them are missing, and this is something that we would like to fill that gap in, is practical implementation of the runes. So we prepared a little presentation for you, and let us share the screen so that we can jump on it. So reprogram your life, relationships, health, finances, and destiny. This is pretty much in a nutshell that runes can do for us.
So the word rune we still get in everyday life, working with them for some time, dancing with them and using in various ways. When we announce the word rune, we still need to spell out what is that. Yes, children who plays various video games, they know better than some adults, even though, as we mentioned, there are so beautiful, amazing resources to decode what are rune. But rune itself, as we know, translated means mystery or something that is hidden. And so working with runes, you allow yourself to retrieve what is deeply, deeply, deeply hidden inside yourself, that mystery which you have been searching entire life. Runes is the science that helps to reprogram our reality. And by working with runes, you can open not only to the world of magic, but also you can, go deeper in your own wisdom, in your destined wisdom. And you may ask, so what is the best way to work with runes? And our favorite method is to say, practice and practice and practice and like become the rune. And that way you can, reach way of self-realization and to become successful only in practice. And yes, we are going to share with a series of experiences how you can do that, because again, there are many resources how you can use runes for divination, but not much how to use in personal life.
So the test, what is the best way to be successful? Practice
with runes.
What is the best way to learn runes? Practice.
That's right.
Practice, practice. And this is what we based our information and knowledge that we share. We experience it ourselves. And what we experience now, we can talk about it from our personal perspective. We can share that something is working, something is not working. Or maybe, what works for me, for Sonata, maybe it doesn't work, and vice versa. And our mutual experience can enhance that perception of runes and combination of runes and how it's reflected in our lives. So runes are unconscious force that must be accumulated inside in order to operate at the right time. You may feel that there are rituals to activate, the power of the runes, but there is no such ritual. In fact, you yourselves are filled with the runic force energy. What many don't realize that runes are the alphabet, and it's a universal alphabet. It's not the language per se, it's the alphabet. But each rune is so multidimensional, is so multifactored. And again, you already possess this energy. It's almost like you are tuning to a specific frequency of the wave of the radio station when you want to work with one or the other rune. And by jumping to that frequency, you're actually enhancing your life experiences in various areas. Again, relationships, finances, spiritual work, self-development, family, you name it. So again, rituals and prayers at the same time, in turn, they serve as a tool to communicate with this conscious forces, spirits, the angels, the gods, the creators, demigods, whoever you believe in. And of course, we said practice, practice, practice. Practice means working regularly. So working regularly with runes, it helps to accumulate this energy of the runes and become a master, a magi, and the creator of your own reality.
Yes, so runes itself is also, you can say that this is like on a grand level, is the creation of all universe if you live through entire circle of the runes. And if you live on a personal level with the runes, you can recreate yourself as a human being, or maybe decode and open yourself who you really are as a soul, as a spirit. Runes are the most powerful tool on the planet Earth to work with.
And it's probably as ancient as the human or other beings that populated the earth. We're mostly familiar with Viking runes. It's in popular culture, that if we talk about runes, it's Scandinav or Viking runes. In fact, it's the alphabet originally belongs to Old German, and Old German tribes were using it. They did find some rocks and talismans that date back as to 50 AD. And the actual runic alphabet is on a stone that is, I think, 400 AD. That's, they dated back to that time. However, in all cultures, you can see runes engraved in some kind of stones or objects, swords. They have from protective spells on various items to, protective spells on the houses, protective spells on like the doors, right, and the shields that the warriors, the Vikings, the helmets that they were carrying, to simple math or taxation calculations, almost similar to what they found in ancient Egypt and in ancient Coptic languages. So this alphabet is as old as probably can get, and probably when the necessity appeared to engrave something in writing and to reinforce the magic of the words that it is. So that's when they started to engrave. But there's lots of mystery. Again, rune itself means mystery, secret. In Lithuanian, it means speak, to speak. So the rune carries that mystery about it. They're still arguing how to pronounce some runes. They're still arguing about the origins of the runes. They're still arguing about even the correct order of the runes in the alphabet. It's something that is unfortunately lost, however, not lost forever. Once you start working with the runes will tell you, will show you how to pronounce them, how to use them properly, for your enhancement of the earthly experience, let's put it this way. You can see that they use runic scripts as well.
And all over the world, yes, runes have been used for ages, and really working with these runes is the best way to really open your own teacher, your own master, and then you'll know what is the truth meaning of the runes. And there is most likely a purpose why runes were hidden for some time for us or humanity not to use, because the power of runes is so strong that you can really transition to another reality, even leave three-dimensional Earth and, die, I would say, because if to use incorrectly, but you can always reduce or enhance the power of runes, knowing how to use them. And this is like so strong, is like taking I would say a cup of coffee is nothing in comparison with the strength of the rune power, because once you say yes to the runes and start working in this journey, in this 25 fifth runes journey, that's it. You said yes to the medicine of runes, and there is no way back. It just carries you as a ocean wave or like a cosmic wave through your set intention. So, but we teach in our and in some series and in episodes, we're going to share, we're going to give some delicious material how to work with them, but the full decode and full ride, we invite everyone to join our journeys that we ride in the groups. So how the runes can help, and again, all this, what we're going to share is through experience that we went through on personal and group levels. And when you experience yourself and collectively you feel the same, then you know how exactly rune power opens up, how strong is this power. And so how the runes can help. As we mentioned, you can improve your relationships or work entire cycle, elevating yourself to another level. Or you can work improving your finances and healing your emotions, healing your spiritual body, emotional, causal, you name it. Also, you can work on setting them and reaching the goals. Let's say if you want to write a book, but you are stuck, you procrastinate, your runes are going to come and slap you in the face and push you off the bed with, I would say, with probably Turisas or Taivas or Nautis or some other runes that you're gonna, or Urus.
Will give that push
physical, yes, so that you can really, you'll be pushed to practice and reach your goals. Also, you can, with the runes, you can receive guidance from universe, yes, for magic, and as I mentioned, for spiritual growth, and really to recreate your reality, your destiny. You can also work with your ancestors, and so many fields that you can cover through the runes. And you can, take all entire list and work right away on all the lists that we just mentioned. And there are more fields that you can work. Let's say if you cannot conceive, you can work on that. If you cannot purchase your home, you can do that. If you cannot obtain your overall the property, you can work on that. You can cure and balance out. all these obstacles in your life. So the runes are super, super, super powerful medicine and tool to use in modern days, like ancient, I would say, the tool given since the beginning of times, the seed that was sent, even Atlantis, Lemuria, and it goes probably to the very beginning and creation of the universe, of the earth, when the runes started, even like on the emerald tablets, you can find rune symbols using there. Elena, something to add on this topic, how to use in, or you want maybe to share how you come to the runes, how
Yes,
they
thank
called
you.
you, because
Thank you.
it's important.
Runes, it's been an interesting journey, and that's why we also invite you to come to, the truth in your heart and feel that calling. I I made my first runic set. I was 11 or 12, and it was, I don't even remember why I decided to do it, but I still have that set, and it still works. And I remember, as my teenage brain was trying to test various instruments and tools, I remember runes. These runes were so precise and so on point that at one point it became a bit scary. And then, life happened. I kind of put it aside for many, many years, tens of years. And several years ago, like they've been always calling me. I studied it back in 2006 up until I think 2009. I collected much more runic sets. I made my own runic set, and I remember how ominous it was that I was carving. I took, of course, I wanted the most powerful wood, oak wood. I ordered special, cut, pre-cut things, and the runic, what are they called? Like the wood plates, right? The small wood plates for the runes. And I remember Hagalas, and many have heard probably of Hagalas. It was my last rune to make. I knew it was turbulent, so I left it like the least for the last. And as I was making it, that was the only wooden plate that had branches in it. So I cut myself. I couldn't carve through. That rune still has my blood on it, and it's like how representative that even while making the rune, I actually experienced it. It's been an incredible experience. I wouldn't say it scarred me for life, but I remember it like as if it happened yesterday. And runes speak. It's an interesting tool that, whether you believe it or not, they still work. Tarot cards, if you don't believe, maybe they will not work for you. Some other tools, same. But runes, it's almost like, well, we don't care whether you want to believe or not. We don't care if you want a better solution or worse solution. This is it, and you take it or leave it. And that, experience of accepting and understanding what the runes are trying to say has nothing to do with fortune telling, has nothing to do with, divination per se. It's just the laws of the universe that are weaved into our reality, and runes are helping you to describe it, to understand it, to live it, and to use to your best goodness and highest, higher
Highest best.
yeah, highest best. It's incredible. So how did you get to the runes?
But first of all, I want to comment like with the blood, how to say activation, because when we make runes, there is one of the methods that you can activate with the blood, and this is being this young age, and you just were testing and playing with them. It was just rune itself
Showed the way.
Yeah, showed the way. So that's how magical, again, and I cannot stop repeating myself how powerful is this tool. So first of all, Elena mentioned about Lithuania, and I come from this country where is being said goddess Freya, when one of the mythologies, when she lost her beloved husband, and she was looking for her husband up in heavens, up on down on earth, shedding her tears, and some of her tears turned in golden land, and the ones that dropped in the sea, it turned to the beautiful tears of amber. And the country where I was born is small country in I would say Eastern Europe. Baltic states is Lithuania. And yes, I was pushed far away overseas as per destined predictions. I live now in Northern America, and in cold polar bears walk around Canada. And yes, so, and how I came to the runes, it was really magical and also powerful. I believe in magic, I live magic, and magic walks with me. And that's how I came to runes. I was playing for some time with them. They just came in because I love the symbols. I love the shape. I used crystal runes, but the most turn point was when I was working. I was on a retreat, working with a plant medicine, and in the forest, living for like 9 holy days. Just was, called to form right in from my tent a rune fell. It just, my inner guidance told me to do so. And then when I went to the last ceremony to work with the medicine, I was shown, first of all, a whole creation, how everything is created, and the thought, how the thoughts, how we create with the thoughts, everything. And with the words, we activate. And then I was showed a book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go back to grade 1. And then I was sent to all the way to hell. And the experience was very tough and very difficult to understand what is the symbols. And then when I came to this retreat, I was offered to live by this kind of very uniquely looking bell, weirdly looking audience, like looking like audience bell, where he hanging 9 days.
Mimir's well.
Mimir's, yeah, weird looking Mimir's well. Anyway, so few days later, I really clearly got the message that I have to work with runes. And then Elena and I, we said, yay, let's do it. And then
now.
Yeah, the time is now. And then we started to ride with runes, and the magic that we live, the power that is opening is unbelievable. So do you have any experience to share? We have many of them.
Maybe we'll leave.
We'll leave, yes, because
stuff for later.
Yeah, we'll leave our juicy stuff for later. And every single episode that we're gonna go sharing 25 of them with each rune, we are going to share how really this or that rune expressed in our life, and how you can use what you can expect. And definitely we always invite to join our circles and the ride where in group it gets activated much faster. I'm just gonna share one, the latest one.
Yes.
Because
Please.
there are so many of them.
There's so many. Each rune has its own, not just one experience. And this is something that we experience collectively, not just the participants
in our circle,
circle, but actually it's globally,
worldwide,
and we can observe it and the way it's described. So please share.
Yes, so it was just countrywide. We turned rune Isa, and I get up in the morning, look at my phone. I said, internet does not work. Maybe the house internet Wi-Fi stopped or something. Maybe phone is off or something like that. I go downstairs. My husband said, I don't know, it does not work. So I go to nearby Starbucks and I say, what is happening? Like, I have the presentation to do and the internet is not working. And then the staff said, oh, Fido globally, or no, Canada-wide, or Rogers, is frozen and a whole system went out. You can say coincidence, but we love to say the name for coincidence is God, or the higher energies.
Yes, the second name, the middle name of God is coincidence.
Yes, so that happened with rune Isa. Then another interesting on rune, I think Avaz we were living, and then we turned on Jera. So on Avaz Jera, we came to
Jera
Costa Rica, and it's all fire and everything, and the forests were igniting the fire just itself. It's safe, very safe, but it just this renewal season also. And then a vase came, and then walking on the beach, the representation of the death is
dead octopus.
Dead octopus, and I think the octopus is also in that rune, also represented. And it's so many written experiences that we're gonna share, and how in relationships, how how you can elevate yourself in writing the book, all from life experiences. And I love that quote that is being said, or that saying that knowing but using it doesn't mean that you know it. So it's really important not only to decode them and know what runes are, but you have to live it.
Yes. So we're very, very excited. If you have any questions, if you have an issue to resolve, a little task to resolve, you know how to find us. We'll post our contact information as well, so we can address some of your questions in our videos as well. And thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with us. With much love, Elena.
And before we'll go, one tip: decode your name, because we have runic alphabets. You can, find in various sources, in the books and so on. So decode your name and you'll know what energy you are carrying. Yes, thank you so much for your attention, and we'll hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Sonata here.
Yes. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.